A kingdom founded on injustice never lasts. Lucius Annaeus Seneca. 01 Seneca quotes: If you live according to nature, you will never be poor. If you live according to opinion, you will never be rich. Nature's wants are slight. The demands of opinion are boundless. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. 02 Seneca quotes: To reduce your worry, you must assume that what you fear may happen is certainly going to happen. Seneca. 03 Seneca quotes: No man can live a happy life, or even a supportable life, without the study of wisdom. You know also that a happy life is reached when our wisdom is brought to completion, but that life is at least endurable even when our wisdom is only begun. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. 04 Seneca quotes: When a soul rises superior to other souls, when it is under control, when it passes through every experience as if it were of small account, when it smiles at our fears and at our prayers, it is stirred by a force from heaven. Seneca. 05 Seneca quotes: It is bothersome always to be beginning life. Or another, which will perhaps express the meaning better: They live ill who are always beginning to live. You are right in asking why. The saying certainly stands in need of a commentary. It is because the life of such persons is always incomplete. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. 06 Seneca quotes: It is one thing to understand the merits and the values of facts, another thing to know the precise moment for action, and still another to curb impulses and to proceed, instead of rushing, toward what is to be done. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. 07 Seneca quotes: He has published the truth abroad that he is most happy who has no need of happiness, and that he is most powerful who has power over himself. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. 08 Seneca quotes: If none were happy, none would believe himself unfortunate, however great his troubles. Take away wealth, and gold, and thriving lands with droves of oxen at the plough, how then the spirits of the down-pressed poor would rise? What is misfortune but comparison? Seneca, Four Tragedies and Octavia. 09 Seneca quotes: Read more. 153 Best SpongeBob quotes: Who live in a pineapple under the sea. Lucius Seneca quotes on overcoming adversity. For these two things are, as it were, at opposite poles, good fortune and good sense. That is why we are wiser when in the midst of adversity. It is prosperity that takes away righteousness. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. 10 Seneca quotes: Let me indicate here how men can prove that their words are their own. Let them put their preaching into practice. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. 11 Seneca quotes: Our lack of confidence is not the result of difficulty. The difficulty comes from our lack of confidence. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. 12 Seneca quotes: Even in the longest life real living is the least portion thereof. Seneca, Ad Lucilium Epistolae Morales. Volume 3. 13 Seneca quotes: Every individual can make himself happy. External goods are of trivial importance and without much influence in either direction. Prosperity does not elevate the sage and adversity does not depress him. Seneca, on the shortness of life. 14. Seneca quotes: Wisdom is the perfect good of the human mind. Philosophy is the love of wisdom, and the endeavor to attain it. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. 15. Seneca quotes: The only harbor safe from the seething storms of this life is scorn of the future, a firm stand, a readiness to receive fortune's missiles full in the breast. Neither skulking nor turning the back. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. 16. Seneca quotes: What man can you show me who places any value on his time, who reckons the worth of each day, who understands that he is dying daily? For we are mistaken when we look forward to death. The major portion of death has already passed. Whatever years be behind us are in death's hands. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. 17. Seneca quotes: If you find, after having traveled far, that there is a more distant goal always in view, you may be sure that this condition is contrary to nature. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. All 3 volumes. 18. Seneca quotes: Read more. 54 Best Liberty Primed quotes you will love. More Lucius Annaeus Seneca quotes on life and virtue. For the real good does not perish. It is certain and lasting, and it consists of wisdom and virtue. It is the only immortal thing that falls to mortal lot. But men are so wayward, and so forgetful of their goal and of the point toward which every day jostles them, that they are surprised at losing anything, although some day they are bound to lose everything. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. 19. Seneca quotes: If virtue only stands her ground, she cannot be driven from the field. She must either conquer or be conquered. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. 20. Seneca quotes: Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Seneca. 21. Seneca quotes: He lives badly who does not know how to die well. Seneca. 22. Seneca quotes: In days of peace the soldier performs maneuvers, throws up earthworks with no enemy in sight, and wearies himself by gratuitous toil, in order that he may be equal to unavoidable toil. If you would not have a man flinch when the crisis comes, train him before it comes. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. 23. Seneca quotes: We think that death comes after, whereas in fact it comes both before and after. Seneca. 24. Seneca quotes: Man is wealthy if he has attuned himself to his restricted means and has made himself rich on little. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. 25. Seneca quotes: Your wise man, who is also a craftsman, will reject or choose in each case as it suits the occasion. But he does not fear that which he rejects, nor does he admire that which he chooses, if only he has a stout and unconquerable soul. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. 26. Seneca quotes: Read more. 102 Best Joker quotes displaying reality in our present world. Best Seneca quotes on death. Death is non-existence. I know what it's like. It will be the same after me as it was before me. If death holds any torment, then that torment must also have existed before we came forth into light, but back then, we felt nothing troubling. Seneca. 27. Seneca quotes: "Death is non-existence. I know what it's like. It will be the same after me as it was before me. If death holds any torment, then that torment must also have existed before we came forth into light, but back then, we felt nothing troubling." Seneca. 28. Seneca quotes: "The only really leisured people are those who devote time to acquiring true knowledge rather than trivia. Such people are not content to live in the moment exclusively but show a keen awareness of history, of all the years that have gone before them, and they know that the amount of time they have left is uncertain and finite." Seneca. 29. Seneca quotes: "That from which you are running, is within you." Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. 30. Seneca quotes: "It is hard to believe, my dear Lucilius, how easily the charm of eloquence wins even great men away from the truth." Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. Do you ask what is the proper limit to wealth? It is, first, to have what is necessary, and, second, to have what is enough. Farewell. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. Lo, today is the last. If not, it is near the last. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic, all 3 volumes. You must linger among a limited number of master thinkers, and digest their works, if you would derive ideas which shall win firm hold in your mind. Everywhere means nowhere. When a person spends all his time in foreign travel, he ends by having many acquaintances, but no friends. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. Indeed, as long as you are ignorant of what you should avoid or seek, or of what is necessary or superfluous, or of what is right or wrong, you will not be traveling, but merely wandering. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic. He who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary. Seneca. Read more. 81 Best Fate Quotes to restore hope and inspire you in life. Seneca quotes on fortune. Look at those whose good fortune people gather to see. They are choked by their own blessings. How many find their riches a burden? How many burst a blood vessel by their eloquence and their daily striving to show off their talents? Seneca, on the shortness of life. The primary indication, to my thinking, of a well-ordered mind is a man's ability to remain in one place and linger in his own company. B. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic.